Ronell Montz, I'm here at Access TV with Kev Kursky, one of the founders of the Greater Hartford Pro-Am, but definitely one of the founders of the Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic in the spirit of Doc. Kev, tell me, what does it mean to you to put this tournament on for a city that lost a great legend in Doc Hurley a couple years ago?
It means everything. I mean, we had a snowstorm, we had games canceled, but you know, the community came together. You guys are here, I'm here. You know, we work really hard to try to bring a good event to these to the community. And Hartford is showing this respect by coming in and just paying homage to something that Doc created, and it's in his spirit. You know, we haven't had any problems. People are coming in here listening to good music, enjoying great basketball. We've had some exciting games, even though we canceled 3 games. So, you know, I'm really happy with the outcome of today's events thus far.
Right, yeah, we had bad weather.
Cooking too.
Right, we had bad weather out there, but despite that, the crowd came out. We got a full house this year. We're getting ready for a barn burner between Weaver and Middletown, so it's going to be a big game, but I definitely take my hat off to you, Kevin Kursky. I appreciate what you're doing, and I look forward for this event to go on from today and many more years from now. So again, I thank you, and I appreciate what you're doing. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Anytime, yes.
I understand where we came from, and listen, I got a lot of energy, so if you guys gonna stick around with me, then let's keep on doing it. Thanks to allaccesstv.org for coming down here and helping us out, because like we're a small community.
Right.
Connecticut is really a borough, so you know, when you look at it on that type of level, to come together as Greater Hartford and stick together with a lot of small businesses that have come down to help sponsor. It's too many to name, but you know, it just means a lot, and I'm sure that these kids appreciate, you know, what we're trying to do by putting them on the college campus. And special shout out to Trinity College Fierce Athletic Center for giving us an opportunity to showcase some, you know, high-level basketball.
Definitely. And again, Kev, you heard it, folks, from Kev Kursky. And again, I take my hat off to you, and I thank you for putting on this tournament. I really appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, yes. All right.
My name's J.C. McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Greetings, good evening. We are here at Trinity College at the Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic Spirit of the Doc for the finale, for the big kahuna. We got number 4, Weaver, versus number 7, Middletown. 2 teams that competed for state titles last year, so it should be a big game. We're here, Brandon Frame, Ronell Montz, bringing you that live play-by-play action.
And like he said, it's going to be a barn burner tonight. My alma mater, Weaver High School, the Weaver Beavers. They look to bounce back from their upsetting loss last year against Hill House in the state tournament championship game, but this is a new year right now. Coach Reggie Hatchett has these guys focused, ready to go, and trust me, we're ready to make history with Weaver. But definitely they got their first matchup tonight against Middletown Blue Dragons. So this is the first game. Let's see what happens. But we got a big, tough road ahead of us because we want to be the Mohegan Suns, and we want to make it happen this year. I had to stutter. I'm just excited about this right now, whatever, but I'm excited. Let's go. Weaver, Middletown, the Doc Hurley Classic, Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic in the spirit of Doc. Let's go.
Brandon Frame here with Coach Privet of Middletown. Coach, how does it feel just to be able to bring your team here to the Spirit of the Dot Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic?
It's a fantastic opportunity for the kids being here for the second year, and it's a tribute to Doc. What more needs to be said?
What do you expect from your team in terms of preparation for this game and the season moving forward?
I expect my kids to work hard. You know, no doubt in my mind they'll give it everything they got and try to come out with a W.
How's their confidence thinking, they want to return it and get that Class L championship title?
Well, once you taste it, it's like, this is what it takes. Now they know what it takes to get there. Yeah. So now it's just a matter of putting in the work and going out and achieving it.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you and good luck.
All right, thank you.
Ronell Mons here, Access TV. I'm here with the coach for the Weaver High School basketball team, Reggie Hatchett. We're at the Doc Hurley Classic, the Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic in the Spirit of Doc. Coach, tell me, what does it mean for you to bring your team into a tournament like this from a legendary coach, mentor, Doc Hurley, to bring you played in this tournament also. So what does it mean to you to bring your team back to a tournament like this year?
Well, yeah, I said last year that anything that had Doc's name on it, Weaver had to be a part of it. Doc was a Weaver guy. He supported all the kids all across the state, all schools, but Weaver was his heart and soul. So just, still representing Weaver, even though there's a lot going on with us, we're still standing, and as long as we're open, as long as we're standing, we're going to represent Doc to the best of our abilities.
You heard it there, folks. Reggie Hatchett is a coach here at Weaver High School. He's got these guys ready and prepared. But let me ask you, Coach, what do you expect tonight and going forward from your team this year?
Well, my team is battle tested. We got 9 seniors on the team. Most of those guys were around when we won the state championship 2 years ago. We got about 7 guys on the team with rings. So these guys know what it takes to win. We played against highly ranked teams. We played in hostile environments. Middletown is a great team. They're ranked in the top 10. They gave us a dogfight here last year. So we anticipate a dogfight again. And then in less than 24 hours, we got to go to New York City and play a team from Baltimore, Maryland. So I believe in, if you think you're the best, you play the best. So, I prepare my team to play anybody, anywhere, anytime. So I'm not saying that we're going to be perfect because, that's an abstract concept, but we will battle every time we play. And so all I expect from them is to battle Middletown tonight to the best of our abilities.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck for tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you,
all right, yes, sir. Ronell Mons, Access TV, the Doc Hurley Classic in the Spirit of Doc. You heard it there. Coach Reggie Hatchett, his guys, 7 players on their team are returning with rings right now. So they're focused. They have a big task ahead of them this year, but they're focused and they're going to get it done. Ronell Mons.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Middletown Blue Dragons, Weaver Beavers. Oh, we got 2 points. Early lead, Beavers up 2-0.
They're coming out early with the press right now.
Weaver with the full court press.
Yep. Lots of defensive pressure right now. I look for a lot of turnovers right now from Middletown with this Weaver pressure. Weaver works real hard on their press and their defensive aggressiveness. So we'll see. Weaver in the new black with the green trim, the bleed green trim.
Weaver was a contender for the Class AA state title last year, falling short to Hill House,
right.
Class AA. Middletown was a Class L finalist, falling short to East Catholic. So we got 2 teams that both return a lot of players from last year. So it was last year's game. We call last year's game too. It was down to the wire.
Right.
With Weaver prevailing.
2 championship caliber teams playing on the court right now. And
Weaver had big shoes to fill. Lost to Keandre Fair.
Definitely, that was a huge loss. Keandre Fair. He went on. He's playing prep right now. But definitely, when you lose a all-time leading scorer in Weaver history, Weaver has a lot of big shoes to fill this year, but I think they can do it. Chalin and JC gonna lead the way. JC is probably one of the best point guard in the state of Connecticut, in my eyes, and a lot of people's eyes. But it's a team effort right now. Reggie Hatchett definitely preached that team effort, that team approach. But this team, as JC Martin goes, Weaver Beaver goes. I think this is going to be a game with many lead changes, Brandon.
I agree.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think it's going to be I think it's going to be a close game. A lot of lead changes. Got to get a few better shots. And no silly fouls. But I think this game will go back and forth.
2 very athletic teams,
quick and athletic. Guards. When you have when you're quick and athletic, that's a problem. And both of these teams are quick and athletic. I hope these referees can keep up. This is going to be a fast-paced game. Maybe we need to do a youth movement with the referees, the officials, because these players are getting quicker and faster every year.
Woods off the line with the first.
Like I said earlier, I can't think of a better place for me to be right now on a Saturday night right now is at the Doc Hurley Classic. Definitely a good game, a good group of games all day today. And we're finishing up with the finale with Weaver and Middletown. You know, I played in this tournament back in the day, Brandon, and a good friend of mine, former MVP, a great friend of mine, Donnell Diggs Martin, played in this tournament as well. Shout out to his wife, his wife, Tamika Martin. She started up the Donnell Martin Scholarship Foundation. Donnell is smiling down on us right now. I know he couldn't be more proud of the situation and more proud of Weaver right now because he bled green to the fullest. Shout out to Donnell Diggs Martin and Tamika Martin as well. And his mom, Jackie Martin. How you doing, Miss Martin? But a lot of great players have come through this tournament right here. Played on this floor, played in the Civic Center.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of the Weaver alumni in the gym, in the building. Definitely a lot of history.
That bleed green means something to people.
Oh, it means a lot. We got greats in the crowd right now, like Herdal Christie, better known as Reen.
So what's your thoughts on this, no Hartford High Weaver game?
Well, I'm a little disappointed that Hartford High is not in this tournament. I thought that they weren't here last year. I thought they would probably get into it this year, but I would love to see Weaver Hartford High battle in this tournament like we did back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only right.
Yeah, I think one thing I really want to see is how the CCC. I don't like how you have to schedule games.
Right.
You only get 2 free games a year.
Right.
If you got talent, how do you get a chance to showcase that? You can only get 2 games a year where you can play against somebody not in the CCC.
It makes it hard.
To be technically foul, committed by JC Martin. Possession stays with the Dragons. DeAndre Morris at the quarterback, running point.
3-2 right now. Middletown up early. Ahmad Privet, senior leader. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was De'Aaron Lawrence who scored that one.
Weaver needs to just calm down a little bit, take their time. If not, this game can get out of hand.
Ahmad Privet,
Middletown
one of the top 25 players in the state this year.
Yes, he is. And Middletown is playing with no fear right now.
He wants this victory. He knows what happened last year.
Definitely.
He was here last year.
He was.
Oh, look at that offensive rebound. Oh, Privet with the block. Privet wants this badly.
Middletown has definitely came to play tonight. We've better strap it up and get focused right now.
7-3, Middletown up early. Privet is on fire right now. Privet said, not tonight. Not tonight. Blue Dragon, this man Blue Dragon flames.
The Blue Dragons have definitely showed up tonight. They came out with no fear, playing aggressive, and they're the aggressor right now. But it's early, first quarter.
It is, no lead is safe here at the Greater Hartford Pro-Am.
I think they just need to settle down, Weaver, that is.
De'Aaron Lawrence bringing the ball up.
And everything will be
Gets
okay.
it over to Prince Charles with the miss. Martin pushing the ball. He's springing. He's springing. Oh! Markevius needs to get that mess out of here.
Middletown 9, Weaver 3. Weaver's trying to look like trying to get back into this game right now. They just need to calm down.
Everybody was looking forward to seeing what this Weaver team would look like without Keandre Fair. You know, he was a stalwart on the team, so people were really looking to see what would it look like.
Right.
You know,
like I said
without
earlier.
Keandre on his team.
Well, like I said earlier.
4-year, 2,000-point score.
Right. The all-time leading scorer in Weaver history. And when you lose a person like that, a player that caliber, it's a lot to make up. So Weaver definitely has a lot of, like I said, they have some big shoes to fill by losing Keandre Fair, but Chalin and JC, Jaquan Williams, all those guys are horses. They're ready to play. Coach Reggie Hatcher, I believe, has these guys focused this year, but they got a big hill to climb right now to get through with this game right here. And I think they'll do it. They just need to stay focused and play with a little bit more poise and calm down, that's all.
All right, first time out, Weaver, 9-5. Middletown, 3:33 left in the first quarter. We'll cut to a break and we'll be right back.
I don't know, Brandon, but it seems like to me, the atmosphere just perked up a whole lot once this game
Absolutely.
just started.
Weaver Bleak, Middletown, two state champion finalists runner up. It doesn't really get any better than this.
Right. The crowd is definitely loud. The cheerleaders are loud.
Weaver pressure. That's that Weaver pressure. Martin to the basket.
Good
All
take,
right,
Shannon Martin to the basket
baby.
for two.
No lead is safe.
Weaver in the infamous 2-2-1 press. I think he got away with a double right there. That's all. That Weaver pressure is dangerous.
They sell out on defense, and you gotta love the sell out on defense.
Definitely. Trapping all over the court and playing tough defense.
All right, Lawrence. I like Lawrence, junior guard.
Lawrence had a big game last year as well. I'm gonna tell you what. Look out for Alex Rodriguez. His shot is unorthodox.
Nice three.
His shot is unorthodox, but he will light you up.
23, Mr. Sneed getting to the basket. I think he wanted to punch it in there.
Oh, he was trying to. Alex Rodriguez said, no, I'm gonna foul you right now before you take off for me. But like I said earlier, Alex Rodriguez has one of the most unorthodox shots in high school basketball. But like I said, he will light you up. His shot drops on a regular basis. Kind of like the Martin kid. I don't even know who he plays for if he's in the league right now, but his jump shot is unorthodox, but he gets hot, it can be lights out for Middletown. He just knocked down a three a few seconds ago.
Sneed makes his first free throw, 12-10. Missed the second one. Rodriguez.
That kid, Alex Rodriguez again for another three.
Puts Weaver in the lead, 13-12.
I'm trying to tell you, this kid has a trigger, and he can be lights out if he gets hot. He's focused today, and he's young. He's only a junior. Looks like he got a little taller this year too. But I look for Alex Rodriguez throughout the year to be the X factor on Weaver. He's that player that's going to come off the bench if Reggie doesn't throw him in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
That can spread the floor out tremendously. He has range. Like I said, he knocks down that 3 ball with consistency.
Lawrence. These two teams, I feel like, I don't know if they're friends off the court. I had a feeling they really don't like each other. It's kind of.
I think it's a little bit of a there's a little dislike with good sportsmanship, if that makes any sense.
Woo, Martin to the basket. Silky smooth getting to the basket there.
Big bucket by JC right there with the and one.
Old-fashioned way.
Yes, sir. But I definitely think that this is a rivalry. These guys definitely know what's at stake, bragging rights. Middletown and Weaver. Like I said, this game went down to the wire last year, and I don't expect anything less this year. As we see right now, it's 15-12 with Middletown leading. And we said earlier, we've been saying all day, free throws, free throws, free throws. And what is the hashtag for today? Free throws matter. Weaver is forcing a lot of turnovers with their press, and JC is scoring.
Timeout Middletown, 17-12. Beavers up, 1 minute 46 left in the first quarter. We got a game here, ladies and gentlemen. Packed crowd, two great teams, great atmosphere. This is what you want on a Saturday evening. It doesn't get better than this. Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic. Weaver, Middletown, Trinity College. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen.
In the spirit of Doc. Oh, yeah.
My name is J. Stan McCauley, and I do business as Light Source Productions. I provide professional services in the area of strategic video communications. First, what we do is we help you craft your message using what I call the rule of the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. We do event documentation, content acquisition, full-scale productions, editing, and of course distribution through our social media television network. And with social media, video is more important now than it has ever been. Whether you're talking big business, small business, nonprofit, church, or just an individual. Let's say you plan you're planning an event, a wedding, whatever the case may be. But let's say a big event, but no video. You spent all this time, all these hours to put this event on, and maybe 100, 200 people attend the event. But more important than that is that thousands could attend by watching it on social media. But of course, you don't think about this until after the event is over. You can't afford not to capture it for social media. And despite what people think, I am affordable. Give me a call. Let's plan your next video project and share it with the world on my social media television network. I promise you that you will have the attention of one person, me.
It's a game, baby, ladies and gentlemen. We got high flyers, we got good defense. It doesn't get better. Lawrence to the basket. I think that timeout was just what they needed.
Sometimes you call that timeout just to hit that reset button, and it looked like it worked on that play.
Snead is 6'4", he can get up there. Flushed it home on the rebound. Lawrence at the free throw line. Knocks down the first one, 17-15, 1 minute 30 left in the first quarter.
This is a new rivalry. In case you didn't know,
Little anxious there on the Beavers end.
Gotta grab that rock.
Calming down just a little bit.
Yep. 17-15, Weavers in the lead. Minute and 29 left in the first quarter. This game has been up and down, fast paced. I know the referees are a little tired, a little winded. I don't think they got their cardio in the off season. They're gonna need it for this game.
Middletown moving the ball. Oh, behind the move. Okay. All right.
A little razzle-dazzle with the finish. Razzle-dazzle.
Okay, Daquan Singletary. I like his game.
To tie the game up 17-17.
Shout out my neighbor, Trinity. I see you, homie.
Mr. First in on the 2 free throws, Martin. JC Martin. Jump ball there. This is a great game, man. Both teams are getting after it early.
Definitely, both teams are definitely playing hard and aggressive, and they're getting after it. Definitely getting after it tonight. Good take.
Martin to get to the basket there.
Good
Real
take.
athletic, sneaky, quick bouncer, quick leaper too.
To get it up, Steve. On the drive,
Good defense. Way to draw the charge right there.
That was a great job right there.
Great job.
You love when they sacrifice for the team.
Definitely.
Offensive fouls are sacrificing for the team. I like that.
Whenever you draw a charge, you definitely sacrifice for the team and you're sacrificing your body.
Big shout to Brass City Films in the building. John Hope. I got it right this time. John Hope. Freddie, why you got it? I said they're twins, man. They know. They know you got it. The biggest thing is, the biggest thing. It was hip-hop. Almost. A lot of athletes. Real too aggressive on that one.
There's a lot of physical play going on down there. These guys are bumping, grabbing, pushing. They're trying to get it done. Like I said earlier, these guys know what's at stake.
Bragging rights.
Definitely.
Definitely can see each other again in the CCC tournament.
Right.
You know,
right.
for the CCC championship. Free throws matter.
We all want the free throw, but we went to the rebound.
Oh, excellent.
The full court pressure by Weaver. Beat it with a skip pass. I mean, Chalin must have hung in. He got called for that foul right there, but he must have hung in the air for an extra 3 seconds.
Yeah, he was up there.
Like he was standing on something.
Yeah, replay.
My goodness.
We need sports science on
I
that.
mean, yeah, we need some sports science. Because he stood in the air for about 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds.
Left hand shot off the ball. Check it back in JC Martin. Tight ball game. New rivalry, Middletown. And Weaver, Hartford. McCauley is off the mark. Rebound, Mr. Martin. Out of bounds on the sideline. Basket open. Possession back to Middletown.
Out of bounds play, but I'll just, even though it didn't count, that kid, I said, even though the bucket didn't count, there's that kid, Alex Rodriguez, with another
4
3
seconds
shot.
left.
Let's get this bucket. Great play by the Martin brothers. Great play by the Martin brothers. Middletown has the traditional home white on, but it's a little reversed today. Weaver's in the black, and they're the home team. Rightfully so, we're in Hartford. But Middletown in the white, they're the visiting team. So far, it's a great game. 21-17 at the end of the first, the start of the second quarter. Weaver leads by 4. In the Doc Hurley Classic, the Greater Hartford Pro-Am high school basketball classic. We're here in the spirit of Doc. The crowd looks good, Brandon. Mixed crowd with Weaver and Middletown supporters. A great basketball atmosphere today, especially in a day where it was a lot of snow, bad weather. A few games got canceled, but it turned out to be a great event, a great day for high school basketball.
Team 3 ball, too strong. Behind the back to get it out of here.
That net is getting on my nerves.
Beavers on a 6-0 run.
It's nice and thick. That ball keeps getting stuck in the net.
Steve takes it strong. Little bit of a clothesline.
Going to the rack hard, but they said no easy baskets.
Markevius Sneed is very aggressive. He goes to the rack with authority. That time he was trying not to be denied, and he drew the foul. But this is probably about his third time of really attacking that rack and not showing any fear at all.
Checking in, number 30, Avion Woods for the Blue Dragons. Checking in for the Beavers, number 24, Jaquan Williams.
Sneed at the line, made the first one. Missed the second one. 23-18, Weaver up over the Blue Dragons of Middletown.
Weaver slowing the pace down a little bit, showing a little bit of patience, but still attacking the rim. You're gonna go to the rack like that, you gotta finish, young fella.
We got a great one here, ladies and gentlemen. This is good basketball here.
Definitely, very
Good
intense.
High school basketball here in the state of Connecticut. We've seen some of the best players in the state play today.
1-1 headed to the line. Big 6'6", power forward Andre Lyons.
I think if Weaver is consistent with their free throws, I think they'll be able to pull away this game with a win.
Tough, hard fouls out here.
So far, I believe every foul has been a real hard, aggressive foul. Like I said earlier, these players know what's at stake, and it's personal with these guys. As we hear the coach barking out the orders for the Middletown Blue Dragons, barking out directions to his players.
Shaylin Martin knocks down the first of 2 free throws.
Shaylin Martin is a high riser. This kid can jump out of the gym. I know I spoke about his hang time.
Lyons with the offensive rebound. Martin with the offensive rebound. Traveled though. We're at 25-18. Weaver up over the Blue Dragons right now.
Player control foul. Weaver's doing a good job so far tonight.
Foul. Those are also things that make a difference at the end of the game.
Right.
How many offensive fouls did we take? Did we break some charges?
Weaver's definitely doing a good job of drawing charges. Standing their ground and drawing charges. You don't have to jump to try and block every shot. Sometimes just standing still, stand your ground, draw that foul. That's just as good as a block.
Shaylin Martin with a three.
I tell you what, it's going to be a long night if Shaylin starts knocking down that three ball. I know he's worked on his game over the summertime. He's definitely added that to his game. But if he starts dropping that down with consistency, it's going to be a long night for the Middletown Blue Dragons.
Very long night.
Definitely. 28-18, 6:09 left in the second quarter. Weaver with a 10-point lead. Jaden Bermudez at the line, a sophomore. Misses the first of two. All day we've been preaching, like I said, free throws matter. And we've been preaching the consistency of free throws, or the lack of consistency of free throws all day today.
Absolutely.
Young people out here, just one thing we need to do is work on your free throws. Free throws win games, and like we said earlier, free throws matter.
JC gets that ball down the court so fast.
JC is definitely the floor general. He pushes that rock up, gets everybody involved, gets himself involved as well. But he does do a good job of pushing the rock fast. Nothing's never slow with JC.
Gets another one. Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez has 3 threes tonight. Like I said, he can spread that defense out, spread the floor. And if he's on, my goodness.
He went too hard. He was just lay it up.
Right.
Just a sneeze. Just put it in the basket.
I think Coach Reggie Hatcher just told Alex Rodriguez, if you're going to foul him, foul him. No ticky-tacks. If you're going to foul him, foul him. We're not trying to hurt anybody out here at all, but we want to make him feel that foul.
He's got a Bentley in the parking lot. Check it out. Also, we appreciate a apparel sponsor, the GHPA. Make sure you get all the evidence stores.
I don't know, Brandon. Maybe we were a little wrong earlier when we said it's probably going to be a close game, because Weaver is definitely pulling away right now as Alex shoots an air ball.
31-19. Weaver, Beavers, they bleeding green all over the court right now. That defense is bleeding green. And the Blue Dragons bleeding green, not blue.
There's a long game, still a whole another half to go. Anything can happen. But the Weaver Beavers definitely took a little air out of the Middletown Blue Dragons. They've settled down and the lead is starting to grow. 31-19, Weaver.
JC. Out of bounds. Possession retained by Weaver. Referees concur. We got a deflection. Possession stays with the Weaver. Out of bounds, position to the Blue Dragons. Big shot to my man Middletown.
4:38 left here in the second quarter. Middletown down by 12 to the Weaver Beavers.
On that last possession, Leary got a little small down there, tried to go big, but it's a little too small down that paint. Good interior passing. Weaver's off to the run again, off to the races again. A little out of control, lost his balance.
showing the handles. Gets into an previous mid-range off the mark. Mr. Bermudez.
Jalen Martin is also a great on-the-ball defender. He causes a lot of pressure to the other team's guards with his pressure. And if you're not careful, he'll definitely take take your cookies, is what they say in street ball.
Yeah.
In the hood.
Big rebound there. Sneed. Sneed coming up hobbling.
Sneed definitely coming up hobbling, going to the bench.
That's not good for Middletown.
It's not good at all for Middletown, not good for Sneed.
We haven't seen Privet in a while for Middletown either. But we haven't seen anything from him. You know, as a top 25 player in the state, you gotta show up.
On a stage like this, you definitely gotta show up. Definitely.
I should every minute I should be mentioning your name.
Definitely, I agree. If you're gonna come in with the hype, make sure you bring the hype with you.
JC on the push. Gets it to his brother. Shayla from downtown. He wants it.
Jalen is definitely not shy to let that three ball go. I want to see him attacking the rack instead of settling for that three ball.
Lawrence trying to bring his team back together here. 31-22. Dragons down 9 to the Beavers.
JC running the screen. Gets it from Mr. Lyons. Gets down to his brother. Draws the foul. Shayla will be in the line shooting 2. AJ Johnson in the building. What's up, homie? Off the mark of the baseline. Checking in Tristan Reed for the Beavers. And Charles Ford for the Blue Jackets. Make sure you check out Mr. Mika Martin in the building. CEO of the Dalmell Martin Scholarship Fund. She's got some prizes for you. Just need you to sign up for her list. So you can stay abreast of all the activities of the Florida Martin.
This could be exciting, folks. Took a bump right there. Took him off his
33-22. We'll cut into a break. We'll be back here at the Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic Spirit of Dot.
Oh, yeah.
AccessTV.org, covering your world around the way.
All right, possession 2, the Blue Dragons.
It's your boy. I'm back. Renell Muntz is back. Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic, Spirit of Dot. Second half action, Weaver versus Middletown. 39-26 Lions with the bucket at the beginning of half. 39-26.
Yes, sir. We're here like we never left. Nice reverse down there by Andre Lyons. A few seconds ago. Started this third quarter right here. Let's see if Weaver can continue that intensity on defense and be smart on offense and add to this lead. They're up by 13 right now, up by 10.
Middletown pushing the ball.
Down 10, 30, ladies.
There it is. Cutting the lead under 10. 39-31. Beavers.
Goes to the single digits. 8-point ball game. JC. Moves to the pit.
Nice get it out, boom, kick out.
Middletown looking to mount a little comeback here this quarter. Lawrence with the bomb. Okay, 39-34. Middletown has regrouped.
When you line those threes up and knock them down like that, that'll cut it to any lead. We've only up by 5 now. They were up by 13 coming out of the half. Tough take. Tough take.
There's no easy fouls.
No easy fouls. No soft fouls. Tough take by Chalin right there to the rack. But that magical theme, free throws matter. Let's see if he can knock this down for that traditional three-point play.
Shout out to my man, Big Dre Fair. Bill, I see you, Dre. Deep three ball, spot
Buckets. Knocking down the threes, Chris Burrow.
I think Middletown came out and said at halftime and said, in order for us to stay in this game, we're going to have to shoot some threes. They've come out, it's been lights out from the three ball since the beginning of the third.
Tough fouls. Reggie Hatcher got him going. If you're going to foul him, foul him.
Foul him. No soft fouls out here. Like I said earlier, we're not trying to hurt anybody, but we want them to feel that foul.
Bleed green.
Bleed green.
Bleed green. Bleed green.
Left hand is up. Shot is good. Checking in for the Weavers is number 12. Stefan Belize.
Number 2 at the free throw line. Ahmad Privet, good to hear him say his name again. Sneed is back. He's important. Tough call right there. I don't know what happened there.
I was uncertain too what the referee was going to call right there, but he definitely called a foul right there because it was a blatant push.
All right, we got it. JC, 1 point.
Like Coach had to call the ISO play right now for Chalin.
He says, Max in. Get it out.
Good block.
No buckets. Come here, strong.
A lot of times, just because the ISO is called for you doesn't mean that you have to take it to the rack and score. Sometimes you can penetrate and kick it out to that open guy.
Tough shot. Who wants to get some time? The rebound going to put back the tip. Steve gets it. Retains possession.
Good work on those boards. Andre, just get back. No arguing with the referees, man. Just stay focused. Get it back on the next possession. But good work on the boards down there.
Got to finish those putbacks there.
Definitely got to finish the putbacks. The first time. Good pass. Nice dish and finish by Middletown.
2-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Middletown's clawed their way back. And you know what's crazy? It was like this last year.
Yes, it was.
It was just like this.
Only difference was Weaver came out very, very strong in the first quarter, and Middletown walked them down. Same thing happened now, just in the third quarter this year. Weaver's a much better team when Chalin is attacking the rack, even though he had missed that. They got Andre Lyons from over the back.
Here comes Middletown. Represent Middlesex area of the state.
big on the boards. A little too strong from Martin there. That's his game, though. He definitely gets the ball down and gets to that rack.
Right, he does.
Gets to the rack. He hasn't really been finishing these ones.
He normally penetrates and kicks. He penetrates and finds open man, but he definitely does a good job of getting to that paint. He just has to be a little smarter with it when he gets that far down in the paint.
Sneed with the miss down low. 3 minutes left in the half. Weaver up 2. Rodriguez, the shooter. No bucket. Sneed on the board. Woods pushing the ball down the floor. He passes to Privet. Privet with a 3. Buckets.
With a hand in his
Privet
face.
takes Middletown into the lead by 1.
With a hand in his
What
face.
a turnaround here in the third quarter. Weaver's just chilling. They're not playing. They're applying their pressure. They're missing layups. But the question is always, what's your resolve going to be when their team makes a run? Basketball is a game of runs.
Right, right.
And it's Middletown's run right now, but we got a whole lot of basketball left.
Got a lot of basketball left. Teams make runs at different times of the game. Middletown they're making their run right now. Weaver just has to weather the storm. I think they just need to settle down, calm down, go back to the basics. Box out, rebound, get the ball, walk the ball up, be patient on offense. Middletown got back in this game by knocking down threes. Playing patient and knocking down threes.
Oh, wow.
And they continue to knock down threes
He
right
showed
now.
up. He was going in the second quarter, but he showed up in the third quarter.
Wow.
One of the top players in the state. If you saw that, they set that up. It's like they practiced that because he angled him.
Well, he
let
waited
him
for
go
him to
to
come
the
to the
basket
paint.
because he knew he had that defense back there.
Right. He waited him. He fed him to the big man, and the big man kicked the shot up out of there. All I would say on that type of play right there, if you're going to attack the rack like that, you know you got a shot blocker down there, take it to his chest. And Chandler's the type of person that's very athletic. He can take it to anyone's chest in the state. On that play, he should have done that. Tough pull up by JC. Tough pull up by JC.
Sneed on the board. Sneed is a monster down there.
Sneed is balling.
Sneed is a monster.
It's just playing like they won. They're a little bit hungrier right now. They're playing like they won more than Weaver.
1 minute, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Middletown up 4. What a swing. They were down 12 at halftime. They're up 4.
The three ball has worked wonders for Middletown. Weaver has to find a way to weather that storm and get back into this game.
He missed him. Privet was right there in the corner. If he had saw that pass,
He was,
that'd have
right.
been 2 points.
Right.
Got to keep your head up, young man.
That's exactly.
Gotta
Keep your head up. You're dribbling. And you can see the floor, the entire floor. You won't miss a play like that.
What's the shot to Hartford PD? Paul West. The lieutenant. Mark Mason, the sergeant. They are hiring. Okay.
He took it to the rack with aggression on that play right there.
Game.
He should have turned that over and dunked it on everybody. Wow. The referee caught a player control foul on that one. That was
I don't know about that call.
that was a little soft, but the way this game has been going,
call.
Brandon, real physical and aggressive. That was a ticky-tack one by the referee right there. Weaver got one on that play right there. I must say.
I don't know what game he was watching. I don't know what game he was watching. I can't give that one. I can't.
I agree. That was a ticky-tack for the referee right there on that one. But I'll take it.
I know you will.
Most definitely. Last 9 seconds of the third quarter right now. Let's see what JC does with the ball right now. Penetrating dish.
48-46. Blue Dragons of Middletown over the Weaver Beavers. It's starting with the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it gets real dirty. This is where it gets real stinky. This is where players are made.
This is definitely where players are made.
This is the lights, camera, action. P. Diddy style. But that was Puff Combs at that time. We P. Diddy now. Let's get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be great. Fourth quarter action. We'll be back. You know we got to pay the bills, so we need a word from our sponsors.
In the spirit of Doc. Oh, yeah.
These are the monsters of the road. Ever drive alongside a tractor trailer in the rain? Scary. You're hoping they don't change lanes. Now they see you, now they don't. This monster can crush you in an instant. They may be insured for millions, but you're not thinking of that in a dangerous situation. I'm attorney Jeffrey Dresden. Have an accident, you know what to do. Because this is what we do. 24/7, 11/22.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, fourth quarter. 48-46. Blue Dragons over the Weaver Beavers. It's the fourth quarter. It's gonna get crazy in this building.
This game has definitely been all it's been built up to be. Weaver had a big lead. Middletown walked them down, came back to take the lead, and now we can go back to what we said earlier. It's going to be a back and forth game. Last 7 minutes, 45 seconds left. We're going to see what Weaver is made out of. We're going to see what Middletown is made out of. The team that settles down, the team that plays under control, and it plays good defense, and does the basic things is going to win this game. And again, the team that knocks down free throws, I believe, is going to win this game.
Free throws matter.
Because free throws matter. Like my colleague Brandon Frame said, free throws matter, always. And we missed 2 of them.
De'Aaron Lawrence at the helm for the Blue Dragons. Mr. George.
Oh, the 5. Good defense. Lawrence shoot a 3.
Lawrence came by. Gets the rebound. You got to get back in the play. Mr. Martin.
Talking about getting exposed right there when that long rebound come and you didn't hustle back. Come on, Martin. You got to get in the play, man. It's fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter. No days off.
Fourth quarter, a.k.a. the money quarter.
Middletown up at the top. Steve with the ball. Looking to get it. He got it to Bermudez. Bermudez gets to the rack and draw the foul. Way to draw the foul. Bermudez at the line for 2 free throws. Smackadilly makes the first one. Creates a 3-point lead, 49-46. Blue Dragons over the Beavers. One more free throw to go.
49-46. It seemed like it was just a second ago that Weaver was up by 13.
This is the second one. Middletown up 3, 49-46. 7 minutes left in the game. Martin to the basket for 2, 49-48. Bermudez runs. Bermudez to the basket. Keeps that 3-point lead for the Blue Dragons. 6:40 left, 3-point lead. J.C. Martin.
He's knocking down that bunny this year. That's going to be big for Weaver.
Terry with the bucket. 6 minutes left, 3-point lead, 53-50. Blue Dragons over the Beavers. It's game time here, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you were in the building because it's live action.
Definitely a barn burner going on right now. Coming up slowly on 5 minutes. Good bucket. Yeah, bucket by J.C. Martin. He gets to the rack. He gets to that hole. He finishes. He got to knock down his free throw right now to get this traditional 3-point play, though. Like I said, the fourth quarter, that's the money quarter.
Big boys to get out of here and play.
Exactly. 52-53, Middletown over Weaver right now with J.C. Martin at the free throw line. Shooting one, trying to tie it up.
Smackadilly!
Real easy.
What are they going to do? Oh.
Martin on the drive, rebound. Bermudez.
Privet pushing the ball. To Sneed. Oh, offensive foul. It is a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes left in the game. It's a tie. 53-53. This is what we like to see. You don't want to see blowouts. You want to see it come down to the wire. You want to see the sweat on the court. You want to see some blood because they're fighting tooth and nail, trying to win the game.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
This is what I'm talking about.
53-53, 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in this game. Let's see if Weaver can pull this one out.
Lions with the putback. Roar! Lions, roar! This is a high wire rim act. This is high level basketball only.
These guys aren't playing above the rim.
Busybody bounces in the building.
And no soft fouls out here. Those are the fouls that Jackie Bethea taught us back in the day. Hard fouls. We ain't trying to hurt nobody, but we want to let them know we here. This is classic Jackie Bethea basketball right here. Physical play. Players are playing above the rim. Physical.
Weaver up 1, 4.5 to go. Privet with the rebound, pushing it. It's crazy down there, it's wild. It's a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just happy to be in the building. This is the place to be. It's cold outside, but it's hot in here.
Definitely is warm in this building right now. These both teams are playing hard and aggressive, going at each other. This is going back and forth. I don't know, Brandon, what you think? Maybe overtime?
Overtime. I'm kind of hungry, so I don't want overtime. But
you know, I didn't want to say.
If it goes overtime, then I'll still be here.
Exactly.
I was thinking about some Cheesecake Factory or something, so I don't want no overtime.
I know that's right. I'm starting to feel a little hungry myself.
Yeah.
You know that those hot dogs never made its way up here from earlier today, Brandon. You know, but that's okay.
No hot dogs. Stan taking everybody out after the game.
That's what it is. I'm there too. I'll be right there.
It's on Access TV.
We can commentate and narrate while he's purchasing our food.
Yeah. Stan, he orders the number 2.
With cheese. Great job, Stan.
Here we go. 3 minutes, 35 seconds. Weaver up 1. No. Weaver down 1. J.C. Martin to the basket. Takes the lead.
1 point ball game. Here we go. Seducing.
At this point in the game right now, with the score close like this is when you gotta jump up and play aggressive as Chalin. Not taking nothing less.
It's getting tough out here.
It's my ball.
Real basketball.
A lot of gibbering going on in the court right now. Both teams probably need to just settle
it's
down.
Real out here. These
It's
guys
definitely
don't
real
like
out here.
each other. And you see it on the court. 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
No player is backing down at all.
This is what we paid to see, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely.
Well, I ain't paid. But
Well,
that's what y'all paid to see, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
didn't pay to get in here, but you know what?
You paid to get in here, you happy right now, because you get your money's worth.
Definitely. Ball goes back to Middletown due to the possession arrow. Again, I think we should go to a shot clock and a jump ball in high school basketball.
Deep 3 ball. Too strong. Who wants it? The coaches.
Privet, 2 points, 58, 57, 3 minutes left in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where stars are made.
This is gonna come down. This is gonna go down to the wire.
Good defense by the Blue Dragons. At one point, we thought Weaver was gonna run away with it. The Blue Dragons said, no, we got fire-breathing dragons. We're not taking it down. We blow Beavers out. And they didn't blow them out. But y'all get, my metaphor there. So. Uh-oh. There it is. 60-57, 2.5 minutes left. Rodriguez, the shooter. No good.
Good hustle by JC and Andre Lyons to call that timeout.
It is
Good
2
hustle.
minutes, 22 seconds left in the game. Middletown has 60. Weaver has 57. We got Big Amount playing. Ladies and gentlemen, this atmosphere is energetic. I wish you could hear it. I wish you could feel it. Hope you hear my voice. Let's go.
Sound like you're losing your voice over there, Brandon. For a good cause, though. Craig G got the place rocking. The crowd looks good. Both teams are playing hard and aggressive. Like you said earlier, 57 Weaver, 60 Middletown, a barn burner. We couldn't ask for a better game tonight for the finale of the Doc Hurley Classic, the Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic. We're definitely in here in the spirit of Doc. Oh yeah.
For the MVP presentation in the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 minutes left in the game. Beavers down 3. Kickball, kickball, kickball. Look at Sneed dropping on the. Oh, that wasn't Sneed. That was Avion Woods. Say, I want the rock. Give me the rock.
Players are going all out right now. They're going down to the wire. Good interior passing. Jaquan Williams, the young Tim Duncan with the excellent footwork. Come fly with me. This is where the defense will take over the game at right now, and to help Weaver get back into this game and pull away with this victory. They got to step it up on defense and play aggressive.
The defense wins championships, ladies and gentlemen.
All day, every day. Big free throw by Chalin right there. He hasn't done a good job of shooting free throws this game, but that was a big free throw right there. Again, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. In the fourth quarter, minute and something left in the game, you gotta knock down free throws. And Chalin Martin showed why he's that guy, knocking down both free throws with a minute 52 left. Weaver 61, Middletown 60. I feel it in the air, Brandon.
I feel the energy. This is gonna be a good one.
We're coming down,
Ooh.
minute and 30. You gotta watch that back door.
But
what a find. What a find by
offense.
Steve to that baseline right there. Middletown with the 1-point lead.
Way to execute an offensive set.
Great execution. Let's see if Weaver can capitalize. Good interior pass, a lot of interior passing. Ball on the floor, no 3 seconds call. Dribble it out. The floor leader, the floor general, J.C. Martin, slowed everything down. They got a hold. Are we in the 1-and-1 now? Let's see if Chalin can get to this line and make some big free throws right now. These are the biggest free throws of this season so far.
62.
1-and-1.
61, ladies and gentlemen.
Big shout out to the Weaver recruiting report. Mike Gagnon, Scott Ayers in the building. Hit him up on Twitter at Mike Gagnon, N-E-R-R. Appreciate you coming out here. Make sure you catch the highlights. You got a bunch of ways. Shout out to my man John Hope here earlier. But Freddie, he's the resident videographer. Fox 61 had highlights tonight. Or you can stream at Access TV and watch the whole game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute, 9 seconds. This is an eternity in basketball years, basketball time. Chalin at the line, Chalin Martin.
Big free
Probably be
throws.
the MVP if they win. Could be JC, I don't know.
A little short. Wow, referee called a foul, not a
You
jump
gotta
ball
jam
on
the
that
rebounder,
play.
that's all. You don't need to foul, you just want to jam the rebound.
Right. Chalin missed the front end of that 1-and-1. Big free throws.
Who's this? Number 4, sophomore, Tristan Reed. You know, you got to jam the rebounder. You don't want to foul. Because it stops the clock. It gives them a chance to make points. With no time on the clock. That's not what you want. Let's see what Mr. Sneed. I think Sneed, if Middletown wins, would be the MVP.
I think he would be the MVP as well.
I don't see how.
He played aggressive all night, blocking shots, putbacks, rebounds, playing real aggressive, playing with a chip on his shoulder. So if Middletown pulls this out, he would definitely get my vote for MVP. But we have a minute 06 left, 63 Middletown, Weaver 61, still an eternity left. Let's see how Coach Hatches finishes off this last minute left in this game in the Doc Hurley Classic, Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic in the spirit of Doc. And it's coming down to the last minute, a 2-point game. Let's see how it finishes. Hot potato on the floor right now.
20 seconds left. Chalin Martin.
That was a good foul right there.
Very good
Put him
foul.
on that line and let him earn it.
I really want want to see a dunk, but I'll take it.
It would have been nice for the fan, for the crowd, but it was a great foul on that play. Put him on that line, let him earn it.
Let's go, here we go. Free throws matter.
.8 seconds left. Middletown 64, Weaver 61. Middletown with the ball at the line right now. Look like we got an over the back foul on Middletown. Mr. Andre Lyons will go to the line shooting a 1-on-1. No, we're shooting 2 now, folks. We're in the bonus. We're shooting 2. We're in the big bonus.
Mr. Lyons.
These are big free throws. 61-64 Weaver. Weaver trails Middletown by 3. Andre Lyons can put a stop to that. He cut into this lead. Weaver down by 2, 62-64. Again, 36.1 seconds left in the game. Weaver down by 2 with Andre Lyons at the line. And he misses the second, but they get the rebound back, and another foul. Chalin has been playing big this entire game. Another big rebound right there, but he has to knock the free throws down. That has been Weaver's Achilles heel, missing free throws. He knocked down a couple a few minutes ago. Let's see if he can knock down these right now. They're big free throws. Ice water in the veins. I'm starting to sound like a radio announcer right now. But you know what? I love it because there's electric in this building. I feel it in the air as he knocked down 2.
Game.
And it's a tie game with 34.5.
64, 34 and a half seconds left. Let's see who's going to take this.
This is what we thought was going to happen. 64-64, 34.5 seconds left in the game. We thought it was going to be a close barn burner. It is. The crowd is sitting on the edge of his seat.
Now, some insurance companies brag that they could be on the scene of the accident right after it happens. Whose interest do they have in mind? Yours? I don't think so. You may be one paycheck between you and the street. You have 3 children, work in another town. You need that car and you need it fast. If you have an accident, call me. Attorney Jeffrey Dressler, 24/7, 1122.
Tie game, 64-64, 34.5 seconds left.
Surprised, I thought Weaver would come out with the 2-2-1 full court pressure.
I thought they would come out with some full court pressure, put the pressure on him, force a turnover. Coach Reggie Hatcher decides to go to man-to-man. Let's see what happens. Ten seconds left. This is where they're made at, Brandon. This is where they're made at, Brandon. Weaver gets the rebound, goes up. They get fouled. 3.7 seconds left in the game. 3.7 seconds left in the game. Weaver 64, Middletown 64. Mr. Andre Lyons at the line for what might be the biggest free throws of his career tonight. He's got to knock down these 2. He's got to knock down at least 1 to give Weaver the lead. Let's see if he can do it, Brandon. I'm not a betting man, but you know who my money's with right now? Those mighty Weaver Beavers. Let's see if we can pull this out.
at the free throw. 2 free throws.
That was a big miss right there. He's going to get an opportunity to knock it down again. He needs this one right here. Big free throw. Big free throw.
I think. So what do you think we're going to do here? I think they're going to come out with the pressure.
I think it's 3.7 seconds on the clock. If I was coaching right now, I would definitely come out with full court pressure right now to put the pressure on them, make it real hard for them to bring that ball up. You would never just let them walk the ball up right now. Not at all. 3.7, put that pressure on them. Maybe force a turnover. No fouls. No fouls. But this game is definitely built up to all it was. All we said it was going to be. We thought this was going to be a barn burner. And look what we have here, Brandon. 65-64, Weaver in the lead with 3.7 seconds left. Couldn't ask for a better high school game right now. At all. And we're here in the spirit of Doc at the Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic.
3.7 seconds. The money's on Lawrence or Privet.
Coach Hatchett decides to go with the half-court pressure. No man on the ball. I would also put a man on that ball right there to add a little interference to him right there. But he's playing the odds. The countdown begins. Okay, strategy. It's a game of chess, not checkers. It's a game of strategy right now with the Middletown coach calling the timeout after they got the ball over half court.
3 seconds.
2.3.
Middletown, somebody's going to win and lose the game. We definitely not doing overtime.
No doubt.
So I'm going to give him a cheesecake.
No doubt. You're going to the Cheesecake Factory, huh?
Somebody on Stan Street.
On Stan Street, that's right. We're supposed to commentate and narrate him purchasing our food tonight, huh?
Let's go. We got to get a call for you. Set up dance moves. The director's got something for you to play, bro.
This is what you like right here. This is what you love, I should say. If you're a basketball fan, this is what you want to see right here. High school basketball in the city of Hartford, Trinity College. Couldn't ask for a better night right now when it comes to high school basketball. A 1-point game with 2.3 seconds. Middletown's getting ready to inbound the ball at the half-court mark. Let's see what type of pressure Weaver comes out with.
What's going on?
The crowd is standing up.
Big money shot.
The crowd is standing up in anticipation to the end of this game right now. Let's see what's going to happen. Middletown breaks the set. It is up, and is it go? And the mighty Weaver Beavers, 1-0 to start the season. Upset the Middletown Blue Dragons for their first win. Weaver Beavers in the spirit of Doc. Oh yeah.
65-64. Congratulations to the Beavers. Congratulations, Mr. Muntz. I know you're feeling good right now.
I feel great.
Awesome.
Let's go down there and talk to the MVP, the winning coach, the winning player. I couldn't ask for a better game. I'm ecstatic. Hats off to the Middletown Blue Dragons. They played a great game, but I'm a little biased, folks. My Weaver Beavers pulled this one out. Great job, Weaver. Good job, Reggie Hatchett.
High School Classic. Congratulations, Brother Smarty. In the building.
Y'all represent me. Joe Pena.
And shout out to the legends for this trophy presentation. To get your photo op on. Great game. Big shout, super big shout to Middletown, Coach Privet and his Blue Dragons. Great job. Clap it up.
Ronell Montz, I'm here with the 2 MVPs. I think that's the first time this ever happened. We have a co-MVP of the Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic in the spirit of Doc. JC, how do you feel about this win right now?
I feel great. Glad to have my brother as a co-MVP with me. I couldn't have did it without my team.
Jalen, you look good out there today, man. It was one time you were out there, you were up in the rim right there for about 4 seconds in the air, man. I counted it, trust me. But now, how does it feel to bring home the MVP, a co-MVP with your brother?
It feels great because, you know, that's my little brother. We around each other all the time, practice all the time. It's just a good feeling.
Gotcha. Okay, there you heard it. You heard it there, folks. The Greater Hartford Pro-Am co-MVPs right here, J.C. Martin and Shaylin Martin. Good luck for the rest of the season, guys. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings the Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic in the spirit of Doc to a close. We saw some amazing basketball today. Weaver Beavers, Notre Dame, West Haven, Bloomfield, all winners, victors today. Saw some amazing talents on the best talent in the state. It was just a really great atmosphere in here, packed crowd. You know, this is a great way to start off the high school basketball season. I'm just honored to be here, have the opportunity to commentate these games. Mr. Muntz?
Definitely, it's a pleasure to be here. As a former player in the Doc Hurley Classic, it was just great pride for me to be here to commentate the game, to broadcast the game with my man Brandon Frame right here. I look forward to this event getting even bigger. I look forward to it, you know, staying exciting. But definitely, take hats off to the Weaver Beavers. A little biased, but take my hat off to the Weaver Beavers for a great win. JC and Shaylin for the co-MVPs, but definitely, Kev Kursky, great job. Great job for all the Greater Hartford Pro-Am staff. Did a good job putting this tournament on. And like I said, I look forward to this tournament growing and succeeding and bringing a good basketball to the state of Connecticut.
So we'll see you next year. We'll bring it to you live here at Trinity College. Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic in the spirit of Doc. If it wasn't for Doc Hurley, we wouldn't be here. So we just want to give, you know, so much love to him, his family, for all the work that he's done for young people here in the city of Hartford. And then we're going to carry on that legacy. But we'll be back next year. Greater Hartford Pro-Am High School Basketball Classic, spirit of Doc. Access TV. Get like us.
My name is J. McCauley, and I do business as Light Source Productions. I provide professional services in the area of strategic video communications. First, what we do is we help you craft your message using what I call the rule of the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. We do event documentation, content acquisition, full-scale productions, editing, and of course distribution through our social media television network. And with social media, video is more important now than it has ever been. Whether you're talking big business, small business, nonprofit, church, or just an individual. Let's say you're planning an event, a wedding, whatever the case may be. But let's say a big event, but no video. And you spent all this time, all these hours to put this event on, and maybe 100, 200 people attend the event. But more important than that is that thousands could attend by watching it on social media. But of course, you don't think about this until after the event is over. You can't afford not to capture it for social media. And despite what people think, I am affordable. Give me a call. Let's plan your next video project and share it with the world on my social media television network. I promise you that you will have the attention of one person, me.